Hey folks, this is Justin from the Leonidas Knives and Gear channel. I hope you're doing well out there, and I apologize for any shaky camera on this video. I didn't bring my tripod with me, but I'm hoping this would be a fairly quick off-the-cuff knife comparison. I've got three folding knives here. On my left is the Ontario Rat 1. On my right here are the Esee Avispa. I hope I pronounced that right. I've got two of them, the Avispa. And again, just wanted to do a comparison of them, and we'll take a look at the Rat 1 first. This one's been with me the longest, over a decade, somewhere around 12 years now, I believe. And it's been pretty tried and true knife. This was sort of obsessed about over a decade ago. It's since, quieted down, but very budget friendly knife. And also the Esees are also very budget friendly. That's, another reason why they're a good comparison knife as well. Somewhere all around the $30 range, but the integrity of the knife is fantastic. I mean, the lockup is still rock solid, and you can hear that click, that pop. It is a liner lock. Handle scales are in really good condition, and pocket clip is worn, very usable, and the knife blade's coating is also worn, but still good blade integrity. And I love this knife. Haven't really used it a whole lot the past 5 years. It's sort of like went around in different survival kits. I think it's been in one of my vehicles for the past several at that point, but we'll take a look at the Avispa here real quick. The green model I've owned for several years. The orange model is pretty new to me. I've only had it just a few days. As for like the lockup and how everything looks and feels, I mean, good solid lockup on the Avispas. They are frame lock, and they're quite a bit slimmer, thinner than the Rat 1. I'll try to do this in, let's see. I didn't measure, but you can tell there's a noticeable width difference. The Rat 1 is quite a bit thicker than that Avispa, which isn't a big deal, but of course, you have liner lock with a scale on both sides, and then you have the frame lock with the lock built into that side scale. They're all good looking knives. Now I will say this green one's very smooth, but to lock it, or I'm sorry, to unlock it and release it, it takes a lot more pressure than the Rat 1. And as for the new one I've got, the orange handled, it's not quite as smooth. In fact, it can be downright funky. It's almost like the thumb stud is in a, maybe it almost feels closer to the handle on this model, and it makes it a little awkward to get out, so I almost just kind of have to pull the blade out by hand, and has a really good lockup. But to unlock, close up, it takes even more pressure, quite a bit. Not extreme, like where you can't do it with one hand, but slightly uncomfortable. And there's not really any jimping or anything like that. It's just sort of the lock bar, and it's smooth, but it almost can kind of bite in your thumb. If you were to do this all day, day in and day out, it would wear my thumb out for sure. But all phenomenal budget friendly folding knives. I have to say though, at the end of the day, the Rat 1 is probably going to be my go-to. I will say for just general overall looks, I really like how the Avispa looks. I think it looks a little more attractive. I like it's sort of like a leaf blade style. I like that blade profile a little bit more. Ooh, there we go. Than the Rat 1, for example. And of course, I think most Rat 1s come with a combo edge. I'm pretty sure you can get a plain edge, but there's some food for thought. I don't think the Avispa comes in a combo edge, probably because of that flat grind. Well, I guess speaking of flat grinds, there is the Rat 1. So I'm not sure. That I just don't believe they offer a combo edge, but I like that style blade a little bit more. They're all functional, great budget, EDC utility knives. On the lower end of the spectrum, I mean, they're all Taiwan made AUS 8 steel. But again, the main difference is the handle thickness. Avispa's being much thinner than the Rat 1, but still, yeah, I mean, they feel good in the hand. I think with that extra width, the Rat 1 feels a little more comfortable. I get a little bit better of a purchase. But if you like a slimmer knife, and maybe it would sit better, ride better in your pocket, a little slimmer, the Avispa might be your choice. Pocket clips are good on all of them. I haven't had any issues with the Avispa, and especially not the Rat one. But there you have it, folks. Just a quick comparison, and I hope you enjoyed. If you did, give me that thumbs up. I'd love to get some feedback in the comments, and also please subscribe. Thanks again.